Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the second race of the Bavarian Racing Challenge. This is Nomavoxo speaking, and with me we have
Roland, or also called Pyrlix from forums. Hello, everyone.
And here's the buyer, Martin, the one who made the challenge.
And thanks, Martin, for this great challenge, seriously. Okay, on this second race, we are going to see our cars running on Brands Hatch Indy, a track that is completely different from the last one. Let's take a look.
Okay, and that is Brands Hatch Indy. It's compared to the automation test track, not a test track indeed, and it only has 1.9 kilometers, or if you are from the States, or from the English Isles, it's 1.2 miles. Which compared to the test track from automation, it's a bit shorter. The test track has 4.8 kilometers and it will make a significant difference. We have more of a curved track. It's more oriented on cornering performance than on straightforward performance.
And this is going to affect a lot the results we have seen in the first race. Let's take a look to result of the qualification.
And here they are. We have on the first place, we have the Bob Wiley with 1 minute, 3 seconds and 38. On second place, we have the Absurdist with 1 minute, 3 seconds and 83. And on third place, we have Leo with 1 minute, 3 seconds and 85.
On fourth, we have Trackpad User with 1 minute, 3 seconds and 98. On fifth place, it's myself, Nomavaxel, with 1 minute, 4 seconds and 22. On the sixth, let's say the directly the interested guy, Martin.
Yeah, I'm on the sixth place, directly behind Andrea, and I will chase him down, I promise. I don't know, but...
We will see what happens.
Yeah. On 7th place, we have Taekwondo, 1 minute, 4 seconds and 49. And 8th place, we have Dazazu with 1 minute, 4 seconds and 84. And about this first 8th position, but maybe also let's go until the 20th position. We have very close one to each other. Just take a look to the second place and third place. Absurdist and Leo are just 2 cents of a seconds away.
Yeah, that would be a very, very tight race on the at least top 6 or even in the top 10. There would be very, very extreme duels about the places.
As you can see from the there are some interesting differences between the qualification of the first track, the first race, and this one. For example, do you remember how Killrob was a big threat during the first race? Now it's 14th. And also, which was the other one? Victory, if I don't remember badly, was in the top 8, right?
And now he's the 12th place.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it's an interesting thing, like the Bob Wiley. I think we like a bit foreseen it. Like the Bob Wiley has a great cornering performance, and in this track, it really, really is a benefit to him. He's on the first place right now, and leading with 0.5 seconds. That's quick.
Yeah, let's take a look to the trump card. Tell me, Martin.
Just never forget, it's only a single lap qualifying. So if Absurdist, for example, had one minor mistake in there, he lost a few tenths of a second, and then, of course, the results look like they are favoring Bob Wiley, but maybe it's closer than we
expect.
Than it is.
Yeah.
Better compare to the results of the training if you really want the comparison of the performance. And there it was a bit closer, I guess.
Oh, okay. That will be a very tough race with this. Yeah.
Let's take a look at the trump cards of the top 8. And not a lot has changed compared to the last race. We have our usual suspects.
Yeah. We have Bob Wiley, Absurdist, Leo, Trapper User, Nomavaxel, Der Bayer, Taekwondo, and Azazu. The new entries for this top trump thing are Taekwondo and Azazu. And let's take a quick look to their cars. They're quite similar, I would like to say.
They're actually very similar. It's just a small difference in the engine size and not even a lot. It's just 0.1 liter.
Yeah, they are very close, yes?
but we can see the Bob Wiley has the best cornering performance, so that's a huge bonus for him. The drivability to sportiness ratio is for all cars is pretty high because the power is so low. So that's not too much of an issue here. Although Brands Hatch really is difficult and focuses on drivability, but those cars are so slow it doesn't really make a difference. We will see an effect or more in the later challenges in the 60s, 70s maybe.
I can't wait to see this. How it's going to
I
end.
already heard the marshals signaling. They are preparing the race.
Very good.
They are pushing the cars on the track right now. It will be started in a few seconds, I guess. So yeah, the new entries of Taekwondo and Desazu, they are very, very similar. There's just a big difference in braking, which is a difference of 4 meters. But then again, it's not a big difference, to be honest.
Well, a little bit difference also in the cornering, not very big, but it's there. It's 0.5 G difference. Maybe it's not that much, but it's something.
And also the award for the worst reliability car goes to Absurdist with 25. That's one of the worst right now here in the top 8. It can harm him. Also for Taekwondo, he's just quite a bit higher, which 25.2. So these two can have problems in the race, but we will see.
Everyone can have. They have just a higher probability.
Yeah, but
so we will see.
It can harm him more in the means
More
of
likely,
chances. Yeah. I think the cars are on the track right now.
Yes, the lights are on, so it's going to start very quickly now.
Yeah.
It's a matter of seconds.
It's a matter of seconds, and go, go, go! They're running.
So Absurdist already took the lead.
He took the lead, yes.
Oh.
And they're already on the Cooper Straight.
Ooh! 2 crashes, yet quite big also, Raymond.
The numbers are 100 times higher than last time, so it's the numbers shown is the damage in percent right now.
Okay.
So.
We have already 2 group of people. The first and second is quite close. Absolutely, Bob Wiley, Leo Bayer close together. Then Norma Vauxhall a little bit alone, followed by Desazu and Taekwondo close to each other.
And
That's
they're
close.
running. That's very close. They're approaching McLaren.
Close.
And on the Brabham Straight again. We already have 4 groups of drivers.
There's a huge traffic jam in the end of in the middle of the pack.
It's going to be a mess this time. We didn't see any lapping in the
last race, but
this
maybe
one,
we can see in this one.
I'm sure that we'll see a lot of.
Considering it's 27 laps.
Yeah.
But I have to say, lap cars don't hold up the others yet.
Oh, okay.
And it won't change for this season, but maybe in the next one.
Bob Wiley and Upster are still very, very close to each other. It's head to head.
Yes.
Seriously, it's a head to head.
Until he makes an error, and then one of them.
It should be really difficult to overtake here. So he really has to wait for an error. I guess Bob will stay close to Absurdist because Bob might be a bit faster, but maybe it's not enough to overtake. So
also we have the Cossack far behind.
Yeah, now the group we have a lead group quite detached from the other one.
Oh, Absurdist made an error.
Oh yes, and Bob Wiley's in the front.
Yeah,
but how long? For how long?
Absurdist is close.
Then the McLaren.
Closing the gap 2 meters, 1 meter.
And Absurdist has got him in the Clark. And
Overtaken.
Absurdist in the front again.
Damn it.
Bob is closing
and Bob is getting him in the Brabham. It's a very tight
Damn,
head on
it's
head.
very tight. They're one beside each other. Damn it.
The drivers are
reminds
probably
me-
looking at each other and grinning.
Damn it. They're
And
there.
Absurdus in front
They're
again.
there. Look at them.
The
1
gap
meter.
is just tiny.
Damn it.
And that's
always just
the blooper
turn
thing.
side by side.
Damn it.
and will Bob get him in the Brabham, or will Absurdus get in the front again? That's
Again. See. Ah.
that's
so
a head
close.
to head.
Now,
That
obviously,
is head
take a
to
little
head.
bit of space, just a little bit of space, but I don't think it's enough to.
But that can lead to a big problem. What if Absurdus makes an error and crashes into the Bob? That can
Wow.
be harmful.
Yeah.
And wow,
Bob Wiley made a
Bob
mistake.
Wiley made a huge mistake here.
Yeah.
And
You've
Norman
lost-
Vauxhall is
lost-
closing up to the buyer.
Yes. Also here, a little question. The error says 21.26, for example, for the Let's Play noob. What is this
That's
meaning? Is
huge.
it percentage?
This is, yeah, basically it's a percentage, a value between 0 and 100, but it's not directly comparable to how much effect it has on the car's speed. So
Ah, yes.
if the driver is lucky, he might get out of it because there's a timer running in the background, and if he makes the error at the beginning of the timer, then there will be a huge error, and if he makes it at the end and the timer is reset, then that's basically the AI timer, which is not calculating in every simulation step, but only once in a second or something like that, and just to improve the performance. So if he makes the error at the beginning of the cycle, the error is bigger, and if he makes it at the end, maybe you don't even notice anything. So there's another random aspect to that.
Now it's very difficult to follow which car is. They're still
Yes.
close to each other because you can see the 27 and 33 are very close together. Again, less than 10 meters between them. It's close again.
But the gap widened up a bit.
Yeah, Absurdis take space, but the Bob Wiley doesn't want to let him go.
Also, the poor people at place 30 downwards, they're just seeing the taillights of the Bob Wiley and Absurdus again.
Yep. Crash between Absurdist and Bob Wiley. Damn it! It was hard.
That pushed Bob Wiley in the front.
So
Remember
He's
the
he's
last-
now leading by 60
Yeah.
meters or
The
2
last
seconds.
race, the bump on Absurdist make him fly away and make him win the race.
Well, I think Bob Wiley crashed into Absurdist.
Yeah.
sometimes you have to push your way.
Yeah, you just have to push him out of the corner, then into the water, filled with sharks. Or maybe the driver was bribed to crash into Absurdist. We don't know. We just don't know.
Their buyer made a mistake, and now Norman Vauxhall and their buyer are quite close to each other.
Yes, the gap is still very small. But yeah,
So
crashes were to expect because it's a very tight race.
Absurdist is losing a bit. It's more than 1 second behind the Bob Wiley.
But still around, well, 30 meters, yeah, it's a bit. If you compare to the start of the race, yeah. It's a lot of space, but yeah, quite. Well, nothing is settled yet. Absolutely. Absurdist, personal best.
But also looking at the midfield with Kilrop, trackpad user, Rezex and Ganyeft in it. One of the last favorites of the last round, which was Kilrop and trackpad user, they're very, very far behind.
Bob Wiley made a mistake. He's back
Bob
to third
Wiley.
place.
Oh, that's
A big mistake, I would like to say.
yes.
it's a huge mistake.
He lost 300 meters.
It's now
Sorry.
Leo is in second position. Seriously, he lost like 400 meters.
Yes, it's maybe he just made a 360 in the corner, so that's
Yeah.
that's what put him back.
Bob got
Yeah.
him again.
But yeah,
Now
Bob
Absurdist.
is Bob gaining? Can he gain in the last 12 rounds?
12
Yeah.
seconds behind.
That will be very, very hard for him, but he may be able to do it.
He just have to do a. Well, it's going to be tough. If Absurdist don't make any mistakes, it will be tough. Tough. Not impossible,
Let's
just tough.
take a look at the tire wear. I guess Absurdist is a bit more challenging to
Yeah.
the tires. Maybe that's a chance for Bob Riley. We will see.
Also, Absurdist is having more fuel than Bob Wiley, which can give him the edge.
Yes. But he has more because he needs more, but so at the end they are basically at the same weight, same fuel weight.
There were just, I have to say, there are less crash than I was expecting at the moment.
Maybe
Just
because
a couple of-
maybe because the speed differences are so small, because the cars can't even accelerate hard enough.
Yeah,
There's so
the
many
straights are
corners.
so short they can't even get to speed. I mean, the highest top speed
can't-
here is 161. In the last race it was
Oh, as I
190.
said, a crash. I
Oh,
was
and this time with
basically-
Killrop. Killrop
And
once
big
crashed.
That's only a small one.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
who crashes Killrop? I mean, he's driving with the huge
banned.
A-bomb on the roof.
Killrop crashed into a big victory, so
Yep.
Maybe he was thinking too much about particle acceleration.
So let's take a look. Bob Riley already gained 2 seconds compared to Absurdist, but still he's quite a bit behind.
Quite far. Absolute just has to make a mistake now, and that will throw him back. Maybe.
Seems there is a tight group between 8, 9, 10th and 11th position and
Yeah,
12th.
there is a very
Uh,
big gap between Taekendero and you, Norman, so it's
Yeah.
400 meters.
And I'm still behind Martin. Come on, let
Yeah.
you overtake. Let me overtake you. Come on.
I make the code.
All right. Okay. Now I see. Now I see.
Yeah,
No,
that's how stuff works actually. Yeah, you make the call, you win.
You make the
Oh, no,
rules.
I don't.
You win. Error. You see? I just complained about it, and I made an error.
And I just have to push a button.
You
Yeah,
know.
he just pushed the button. That's live, running live.
Damn it.
And then a crash between Opposite Lock and Taekendero. Yeah, we have the fastest sector 3 by Bob Wiley, as well as the first sector.
Curious because I'm expecting the second sector was the most. I don't say slower, but I was expecting better performance from the Bob Wiley in the second sector instead of the first and the third.
The second sector basically has one corner where you have to accelerate out of it. Maybe the gearing is better for Absurdist there. But
Probably, yes.
that's the whole difference, maybe.
Oh, these poor drivers, how they feel when they get lapped.
Absurdist and Bob Wiley both made a mistake,
Oh, yes.
but Bob Wiley recovered a lot of some space.
We will see how the gap
100.
evolves. No, he gained more than 2 seconds.
Yep.
Yes, he's just 200 meters behind. Will he make it in the last 4 rounds? Or 4 laps? We don't know.
I think we need a bit more time. I don't know, 6 minutes.
Mhm.
At least 5 more laps, I guess.
Now the first are making the second lapping of the last cars.
Oh,
Yep,
and the
that's
gap
up.
is really close now. 5 seconds.
Yeah.
They're
As-
losing a lot of time already because of tire wear, if you compare the best and the last lap.
Yeah, the best lap of them was 62.75 and the current last lap was 63.98.
The buyer is closing up on Leo. Leo has a lot of
Wow.
tire wear as well.
Yeah,
so
yeah. Take a look to the tire wear. It's a lot from Absurdist, for example, and also to. Wow.
So there's a battle for first and for third place right now.
Yes, also the Absurdist and the Bob Wiley, they are making mistakes now in
Yes.
without end.
And now Leo, Dear Buyer, and Norman Boxer are fighting for the third place.
Yes.
Leo wants to keep the third place, and the buyer wants to take the third place, and Norman Boxer also wants to take the third place.
2 laps left. How will that turn out?
Ooh, a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, the people are making a lot of mistakes now.
Bob Wiley also, very big one again.
There's a huge thing going on the track. Maybe there's the sun standing very, very low.
I think also the tire wear will affect.
Yes. Considering how many corners this track has. Tire wear is doing a big role here.
Yes. It's a lot higher than in last race. So Leo still in front of the buyer, and Bob Wiley 0.7 seconds behind Absurdist. And we have 2 minutes to go, so two more laps.
Yes, 2 more laps, and here's a little shout out. We are having an intermission after this first stint. If you want to join in the Skype for that interview, just contact me. You see my name is displayed right under the track.
Ooh, see Bob Wiley, 10 meters, they're fucking close together again.
Buyer took third place.
Yes, and
Yes.
he...
Damn
Yes.
it, they're close.
Yeah, they're
Close.
damn close.
They're damn close again.
Where are they on the track? They're now going into the last lap.
And Bob Wiley take the lead.
Yes, Bob Wiley in the lead. He just has to keep it now.
Yeah, just
He just
Okay,
has
no
to
mistake.
it's the last lap, I think, right?
he just to push the throttle into the floor.
I have
Try
to
to
say,
find
how
them.
he recovered all that space. I didn't expect.
They're now approaching the last corner.
Ooh, take a look at the
Yes,
tire
and the gap
of
is so
Absurdist.
huge.
The tires of Absurdist are broken. Most they are wearing out a
Oh
lot.
yeah.
Mine also, and your they're by the third now.
Absurdist lost 6 seconds on last lap. Or 7 seconds. And third place for Bayer, fourth. Taekwondo. Leo is back to 5th, and
Close.
Norman walks on 6th.
Damn it.
So
Okay.
the tire were really
Yes, this track
um,
is pushing
It's-
the tires.
Yeah, pushing the tire consumption to. Wow.
Okay, that was the first race or the first stint of the track. The
Wow.
The top 8 was a very, very tight race. Also, the last places every place was very crazy. They changed places. It was a battle, proper battle in the whole
Mm.
track. So
I have to say that I wasn't expecting so much tire wear in this because the only test I saw was the automation test track. So my thought was about, okay, the tire consumption, it will not be an issue. But in this race, damn, it is.
yeah, if
And
you look at
was
it,
unexpected, I have to say. In my point of view, at least, was completely unexpected.
if you look at it,
But
Absurdist
it's-
halved his grip.
And that's the lower limit of grip you can. So the grip won't go down anymore.
Oh,
So,
so 0.50 was the lowest possible.
yes.
Okay.
But if you look at the track, it's basically one corner. So
Yeah,
There's no straight.
absolutely.
Yeah, the short straights are, let's look at the track overview, it's just Halewood Hill and the Brabham Straight and the Cooper Straight, and even the Cooper Straight is not a
Totally
proper
straight,
straight. And if you consider this track only has 1.9 kilometers, then there is no proper place to accelerate, because when you push the throttle, you have to lift it again.
So we will see how the second race goes. With the reverse grid, I'm really keen to see how the faster cars can push their way through the field if they actually can. So it's all. I don't think it will be that easy, like on the last track where they just drove by on the long straight.
Yeah.
Yes, We also may have Absurdist joining for a small interview soon. We can also
Wow.
take a look at his car, which he
Finally.
pushed in. His magic four-wheeler, which was a big surprise in the last race because no one expected it.
Mhm.
And he's joining. And good evening, sir.
G'day, guys.
Hi.
How we going?
Fine.
Well,
Thanks.
Well, pretty fine, thank you. How are you? How are you with your track results? The first stint.
It was a little bit disappointing. I thought I would have the win there. Such a big lead, and thanks mainly to Bob Wiley's mistakes. But unfortunately, the tyre wear just digged in so much. I think some of the cars were like maybe 10 seconds slower than when they started. Wow. I think apart from me, maybe Razix and Jason Poland were the other ones to really suffer, and it hurt us a lot.
The tire was a very, very big hit for every driver on the field, especially on the first places. There was a big battle in the first place because of the tire wear, and also the mistakes that were made. But I would say let's take a look at your car, because that's an interesting car because it was a surprise in the last race.
Yeah, we took a lot of gambles with the car. Like the reliability is not fantastic, which is probably been very lucky so far. Debaya not so much. We took a few shortcuts that maybe we shouldn't have done. For example, there's a well-known issue with the safety thing, which due to a conversation in the forum, in which case I wasn't very nice. But so sorry, Strop, for that one. But I ended up taking advantage of something, and now I perhaps regret it a bit. But yeah, it went pretty well.
I think the most interesting part about your car, will be the suspension part.
Let's take a look.
Maybe the gearing as well. So
Yeah, both of them are very interesting. So here's the suspension settings. It's a pretty soft one.
yeah,
Mhm.
pretty soft and pretty much camber. So a lot of camber. So that's where all the tire wear basically comes from.
Yeah.
We also see that it's. I'm really surprised that it's basically on the understeering side and not on the very, very neutral side. I thought it would be much more balanced so that it would corner a bit better, but maybe that's where the difference to Bob Wiley comes from.
Yeah, maybe we can see the car from Bob Wiley in the next race.
I'd be very interested to see his suspension setup. Honestly, that's not really a strong point of mine, and much of it was just guesswork.
But it did work. Like in the last race,
Yes.
you were far in front
Yeah.
because of it. So let's take a look at the gearing, I would say.
Yes.
Hmm.
Okay. With
Not a
gear-
too big surprise.
Yeah, 3 gears, you cannot do much there, but you see that he has a very wide power band, and basically he's at 95% of his power all the time.
Yeah,
So
it's just
that's really
flooring all the
good
time.
That's
You just have-
actually the focus. I went with the car, just trying to get the power band as wide as possible to make most use of the horsepower limit. It was came with the weight.
Yeah, actually a good thing to do, an intelligent thing to do, to use to make a huge power band, so you have all the power all the time.
Mhm.
But you also can see that if you have corners which are at 40 to 50 kilometers per hour, then you really has no power at all. So maybe that's when we have tracks with such corners, maybe we can see the differences between the cars there. There's one track on the list which is not revealed yet. It's a new track which hasn't been done yet for automation.
Oh, interesting.
I already made it, and maybe that's where your car will suffer a little bit. I haven't tried it out yet, but it has some tight corners, yes.
Auto X.
I'm very curious now to see with this track.
Yeah, it sounds like autocross
No,
Yeah?
with tight corners. So
it's
yeah,
a real track. So we will see.
Yeah.
It will be the last race of the season.
interesting. So let's take a look at the engine, which is a pretty normal
Surprisingly, a V8.
V8 flat plane, but what a surprise. Mostly square,
Mm-hmm.
so
1 liter.
1 liter double overhead cam 5 valve.
Mm-hmm.
I think the 5 valve is an interesting choice here because most of the cars were not 5 valves, if I recollect correctly.
I don't remember.
That's because that's basically understandable because we have a power to weight ratio limit. You don't need the dual overhead cam if you just choose a simpler valve train. You just give it more capacity, and then you reach the same power, maybe for a cheaper cost. But the good thing about the 5 valve is that you get a much wider power band, because with the other types you get valve float much earlier. So maybe that's the advantage of
Yeah, if you can look here, the power band is really wide. You have almost
Mm-hmm.
over 80 horsepower all the time between 6,000 and 9,000 RPM, which is a pretty high RPM limit even in 9045.
9,000. Yes.
May I ask you one thing about this engine? I see that you didn't use at the maximum the fuel octane available for the car, 98. Why you didn't reduce a little bit the size of the engine and use all the RON available?
To be honest, I can't remember. This may be an issue because I had a problem finding the actual file I said sent originally, so it might be a automation updating thing. Because I would think I would have done that.
Oh, okay.
And even if I think 92 horsepower is this here, so let's see how much the original has. Yeah, the sent in also 92, so I think it's the right one.
It's also possible that if what it probably is me trying to limit the power, try not to go over the horsepower limit for my weight, because I have a very lightweight car, so that was the issue.
Okay.
Yeah, that's an interesting choice here also. Interesting engine, to
Mhm.
be honest. I think that may give you the edge on the first track. So I would say thank you, Absurdist, for joining here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very, very much for having me. Hopefully for the second race we can take it to Bob and Wiley.
Maybe you can get in front of and then own him.
Yes, that sounds
Good
good.
luck fighting through the field. That will be a challenge.
No one said it would be
Okay.
easy. And if it would be easy, it would be not a challenge.
They're still changing the tires of the cars, or do you think they've finished
Yeah, I think they all finished now.
very soon? Okay.
Yeah, I think we can already look at the track again, and I think they're running on the field now. And here they go, they started the second stint already.
Starts again. Okay. Now we have reversed starting grid, so let's take a look at what's going on the bottom of the field, and let's see if they're close together. Obviously, damn it! So what? See, 5 people all together crammed in 10 meters. What's going on there?
That's a huge traffic jam.
I don't think I don't think there is enough wide track to hold off this car together now.
That's
Okay,
even
now-
worse traffic jam than in Mannheim in rush hour.
Okay, now they are start to scattering a little bit, but
Yes,
still high fight.
they are through the Clark and on the Brabham straight, finishing the first lap.
Wait, take a look. Where are our
And the Absurdist is
guys?
35th.
Leo 14 now. Strop? No, wait. Strop third?
And that's the chance for the back markers to get some points, because
Yes.
you get 3 bonus points for leading laps. So
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
And where? Oh, look at me! I'm just 37. What?
You lost some ranks here because Absolutist is gaining as well as the
Couple of
Bob
crash.
Wiley. A lot
Oh,
of
there's-
personal bests. That's usual.
Obviously.
The
Perfect.
first ones now get a bit away of the pack, but at the end there's such a huge traffic jam.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's worse than Mannheim at rush hour.
It's a mess.
I had a small
So
crash
that
with
is
the Sazi.
on the lead, so he's taking points for leading laps.
Yeah.
Good for him.
We have a top 3 of Zatotem, Cobalt God and Le Spaß.
Seems that Bob Wiley and Absolutist was fighting a little bit, but now, yeah, they're still quite. Ooh, 3 crash. Seriously,
3 crashes in a row.
Razix and Pakbat. Oh, damn it.
Seems like Conan crossed it all because he was the first crusher here.
Mm-hmm. It's missing some crashes, so you have to recover. Remember the
Yeah.
old time. Fastest.
And we have the fastest lap by opposite lock and the highest top speed by me, by my huge engine car with a 3.6 liter V8.
True. You have a very big engine.
A big.
Ooh, 3 crash again.
Again,
This
3
is
crashes.
Cortex. Norman Vaxon, Louis Lac. I will never remember the name of the guy. I'm sorry. Duratec driver and trackpad user.
Trackpad user is in last place. He's usually one of the fastest.
Yes, he's one of the fastest, and now he's in the last place. That's not good for him.
Let's see.
However, I have to say that Cobalt Girl is still beside Zatotom without. Ooh,
Oh, and they're already
Overtaking.
changing.
position again. There is a tough battle in the front, I have to say.
Let's see where the fast guys are. Leo on 12th, Kilrob on 13, Absurdist on 17, Bob
Bob
Wiley on 19.
Yoka on 29th, Known Vox on
Oh.
30th. Trap Medusa on 36. Yeah, that's scattered. Very scattered.
Mm-hmm. Crash at the front, Zatotum and Lespas. They are close to get. See, they are quite close to each other. 5, 7, 8 meters. That's close. That's close. A lot.
Very, very close.
And also a name that you don't usually see on the top 3 is High Octane Love.
Yes, true. He's on the top 3 right now. It's not a usual thing. Mostly he's on the... It sounds a bit hard, but he usually is on the last 3 places.
Usually, yeah. New personal bests, a lot of.
Also, a nice comment by Trackbit user in the live chat. Maybe he feels cheated after this race. But yeah, if you look at the whole pack, it's still tightly together, not like the last race where everyone was scattered around the track. It's like Martin says, a huge traffic jam, which is
And
driving
still-
very fast.
Still, they are very close together. In the last race, we had the first lap cars after 8, 9, 10 laps, and now they are still within half of a lap. So,
Yeah, and that's thanks to the lack of straights here. No one can accelerate too fast, and no one can, overtake.
Seems that best positioned driver of the quickest of the first race was Leo, that is 10th.
yes.
Seems he's the best.
I also
Position.
heard about the manager from the drive of Trackbit user. They're thinking about firing the driver in this after this race because of his bad performance.
Employ
Maybe-
a thin, it helps.
Yeah, it always helps. Scandinavians drive like maniacs, and they will own everyone.
Another
on the track.
crash. Rayman, Rezix, another crash. Lothran and Pirlix. Come on,
And
Pirlix.
oh, we have on 3rd place Sab Hawkin, 4th
Yeah.
place Merat, 5th place Cobalt Girl. She
What
fell.
happened to Zatov?
3 places.
10th position now. He lost the lead.
Yeah.
He made a
You-
mistake.
Look at the top. Look at the top.
Oh, yes.
Let's
Oh my
pass Jen Fat 3 meters, Zabokin 2 meters. They are close to each other. Seriously? Ah!
And it's
but
it's just a
I
hand
can
between
know
them.
Again. Jeez.
And oh
Jen,
shit!
Okay. Jen.
Uh,
Jen.
And he
just-
got him here. And
Stop now.
someone crashed into my car. I don't like it. Maybe I have
Yeah.
to
Nobody
throw
like it.
a banhammer on him.
Maybe Connor like it, but
Cortex, I think you want a banhammer.
close again. Zabokin.
It's very
take the lead.
close.
Zabokin and let's pass seconds and closing the gap a bit. No.
It's very
But
close. The
there's-
top 3 is
Ooh,
a very,
again,
very tight
again,
fight.
then- Damn it! That's wow.
The top 3, that's a tight
Oh,
fight
mistake!
here.
Mistake from someone.
crash on second and third place. Now Genevieve is a bit in the.
I saw the car slowing down a lot. Yeah.
Yeah,
that was
Genya
nice.
is now 20 minutes in lead. And then Les Bass has a huge gap.
Yeah,
now.
to recover. And Zabokin keep pushing Jeff.
That will be an interesting race. The top
Totally.
3 is a very, very fighty place.
Leo is in 6th position. I think he want to take the lead probably.
At
He
third
can.
is fighting with Killrop.
Yeah, Kidrop is also fighting. He's flashing his huge 10,000 watt xenon lights just to pass.
Have you taken a look at his car? He doesn't even have lights.
Well, you don't know what he's doing in his car. You know, physicists, they do a lot of crazy stuff. We never know.
Close.
That's a very, very tight gap again
Damn it.
between Genya.
First two are putting a lot of
4
faith.
meter gap. That's tiny.
And on the straight, seems that Zabokin have a little bit of advantage, but not enough straight to gain the lead. And now, yes,
Yes. Oh, and,
again
yes.
in corner. It's very close. Seems that Zabokin have more speed on the straight and less performance on the corner.
It
compared to
seems like
Jeff.
they're swapping the places all the time.
Yeah. It will be a very wow.
Also, we have an interesting development. Absurdus is again at 7th place. He is gaining. But poor Bob Wiley, he's at 20th. He's far, far away.
But we are more than halfway through the race, so maybe the tires of Absurdist already will start to.
Suffer
Uh,
again.
They are switching the place 2, 3, 4 times now on the top.
Yeah, the changes are now... In one lap they change the places at least 4
Wow.
times.
Again.
Interesting race here.
And
It's
now
just about
Zabokin
who has the
will-
inside and outside corner.
Yes, and we
They're
have
always driving side by side.
the Bob Wiley trying to get up, but someone is always not letting him pass. Packbet is
least-
very close behind him, flashing the lights all the time.
At least he is
Wow.
in the points right now.
This is incredible.
Incredible. The top 2 is incredible here.
Yeah.
Look at the traffic jam starting at New York City.
Well, it fits to his name.
Starting with Perlix, maybe. Yeah, Perlix is
Switch.
holding up all the others.
Yeah, my car is like the slow thing here.
Now Zabokin seems to. Ooh.
That's again.
Again.
It's
so
just a
tight.
4 meter gap.
So
That's
tight.
That's very tight here.
Absurdist is in 5th position. Watch out.
Leo is losing positions, maybe because of the tire wear already.
Let
Yeah, he already loses 4 seconds a lap, so he's already suffering.
In the meanwhile, the first two are. Ooh, what happened? Crash.
Crash.
Again between Zabokin and Jen.
Then Jeff and
yeah,
Zapokin crashed.
Jeff now it's taken the lead due to the crash. Damn it! Look at
He
the
wa-
car of Zabokin.
He was just trying to bump into him to get him out of place, but that didn't help. Backwards effect here.
But let me ask you one thing, Martin. In situation like this, faster cars that are slowed down by the traffic have less tire consumption, tire wear?
the tire wear depends on how much of the possible cornering speed the car is actually going. So how much of the target speed it already is driving. So if it's at 100%, it will get full tire wear, and if it's only driving at 75%, it will get reduced tire wear. So it's directly compared to the possible cornering speeds.
Because I'm looking at the tire wearing, and it seems very lower compared to the. We are more than half of the race, and well, the tire wear.
They're not at 05 again.
They are losing a lot faster in the end. They are losing grip a lot faster in the end. That's an effect I want to. In the future, after this season, I want to have more tire wear in the beginning and less in the end. So more linear behavior.
Interesting.
Because right now you don't notice anything until 2/3 of the race, and then the times go down.
Drop. Okay.
Yeah, we have a huge gap between Genjeft and Zaponkin now. It's a huge gap here.
Yeah.
7 seconds. But behind him is Bus with 21 seconds behind.
Absurdist, I think he could take the.
Yeah, Absurdist
third
is
place.
gaining again. He is gaining.
Very close into less pass. I think he could take the podium.
Maybe. Also, we have the Bob Wiley moving out of the 20th. He's now on 15th place. I will see how far he can get. He's suffering a lot this round.
And he's not the only one.
Yes.
Also suffering.
We also have Trackbit user on place 28. There will be a very big discussion between the driver and the manager. I think someone will be kicked out of the team.
And I don't think it will be the manager.
Yes.
Look at Absurdist and Merat. They are switching position a couple of times.
Killrop in 6th now.
See, Merat and Absurdists are switching position again a couple of times.
It's
And Kirov
5 laps left.
again. Now Kirov is behind Absurdist, and Absurdist is pointing again to the podium. It's very close to last pass, and he wants to overtake. He's determined and he wants to take the podium, I'm sure.
And I can hear drivers screaming about the possibilities of overtaking. Like Leo, he's screaming that he can't overtake Cobalt Girl. He really does not have the chance.
Merat has taken Absurdist and Killrop as well.
Yeah.
Yes, true.
And they're still fighting.
Yeah, it's quite tough. It's a tough fight for the 3rd place. Very tough.
I'm hearing shoots at the fucking track. Someone's shooting with his pistol. I think that will be a penalty after the race. There will be costly penalties. Yeah, the top 5 is looking interesting. Absurdist and Merat are now fighting. And Merat has taken the 3rd place now.
2 or 3 laps remaining.
Yes, it's 3 laps
you
remaining.
can see how the quality of the tire wear would drop a lot.
Yes, again Jeff has pretty much worn out front tires.
I'm searching him on the track, but I cannot find him.
He's somewhere in the front.
Yeah, where's the front?
Where is the front now? It's impossible to find it out.
It will be a lot easier on Green Hell when we only go around 3 times.
Also, I think there will be many head engineers killed after this race because everyone is behind High Octane Love.
Basically, the race is over. They are just finishing now.
Yeah.
You will see when you finish. I think no, if it's
There
not
won't be a big change. I think Genjev
No.
will finish
Now
it
he's-
first.
Now he
He's
has
in.
finished one.
He's finished.
Now
Finished.
who would have bet on a victory of Ginger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who would have thought that he would win the second stint? Yeah. And they are finishing now. They're all coming in.
He had 27 seconds gap to the 2nd place, and Merat is already 1 minute behind. So it really, if you once get away from the pack, it was quite easy because they were fighting so hard behind you. If you get away, you have an easy race.
Okay, that was the race here.
Wow.
That was a
Yeah.
very, very interesting race.
Look
We
who's
maybe-
last.
Yeah, me. I wonder why. I wasn't last in the first stint.
You had another crash in the end. Maybe
Yeah.
that was the problem.
I think people just want to feel the banhammer.
May I ask one thing? Maybe we have the standings of the updated standings of the race after race 2 or not?
Of course we have.
Yeah.
We have the updated
Nice.
standings. It's here. Here they are.
So, first place, Absurdist, 179 points. That's a lot. Followed
Yeah.
by Bob Wiley, 118. Close followed by Leo, 108. And very close Killrob with 103.
Then we have Genjeft with 71, which I think a lot of the points came from the last race.
Yeah.
From the
But
last
yeah.
stint, to be correct, because that's why he went in first. Congratulations to that. And yeah, that gained him a lot. Considering
Then-
he was not first, he was, I think, in the 16th place last time.
17th, yeah.
Mm-mm. Then we have Hawkin, 66. Close by 1 point in front of opposite lock. Taekwondo 60 points, and even we have Truckpad user and their buyer with 57. Close followed by Norman Voxel with 55.
Yes. And we have a shared 9th place of Track User and their buyer. Both have big hits in the points after the last stints. And yes, that was an interesting race indeed.
But again, the most successful driver was Absurdist, followed by Bob Wiley. Absurdist taking 68 points from this weekend, Bob Wiley 66, so close behind.
Mhm.
Yes.
And on third place, it's Jen Jeff, the winner of the second race.
Also, the
During-
Borkin goes home with a huge pile of points after this race weekend. They made big steps forward, huge progress after this weekend. We will see what the third event will be.
We already know the training sessions are already running on my PC right now.
Wow.
Wow.
We have to use every capacity we have. Currently, they are training on the airfield test track.
Oh wow. They're
Ooh.
driving on the famous Top Gear airfield test track. I am not allowed
Yep.
to say Top Gear.
So that means that the schedule for the rest of the season is now fixed. So now we are moving to the airfield, then to Green Hell, and then to the surprise track at the end.
I think the most interesting race will be the Green Hell. Although it might be a bit boring just to have 1 or 2 laps on the Green Hell because it's just a 30 minutes.
3 laps. Yeah, 3 laps. But
Then again, it's way enough on this track.
and you don't really see much what's happening on the track because the
Yeah.
scale is a bit different.
It's huge.
But I'm really interested if there will be differences in the performance, because that's the high speed track on in this season.
Yeah, that's so to say.
The airfield track, you mean? Just
The
Nürburgring?
Green Hell.
Oh,
that
Hell.
that should be the fastest one
okay.
on average.
I also got a bit of a correction. It's not Top Gear test track. It's the Clarkson Way and Hammond test track. It's not a Top Gear one. But yeah, I think the Green Hell will be an interesting one. It's I think many people benchmarked their cars for this track.
Not
And-
me.
Many just tested on the automation test track, and now they get the surprises.
Yes, that's where the surprises come from. On the 12.2 mile test track and a 12.2 mile ring.
Do we have anyone for the interview?
Sadly, no
If-
one is joining for the interview.
Oh,
Of the
sad.
distant. But we can take a look at another car, which is, I think, more of the mainstream cars here. It's from Conan.
Oh,
He is in the 23rd place. It's like more of a mainstream-oriented car. It's not the best performer, not the worst performer at all. I think it's an interesting car to see because it's not the top one. It's not one of the best.
Mm-hmm.
So let's switch to the game again. And here it is, the Conan Cars platforms.
Classic Conan car style, I would like to
Yeah,
say.
in a classic British racing green.
Yep.
With, like, everyone has these huge tire walls.
It's 1945. We cannot expect.
Oh, I also have. I also just got a small interview request by Kill Rob,
Ooh,
who will be probably in
joining.
here in a few seconds.
Give him a microphone.
Hello. Yes, I do have a microphone.
He
Hi.
does.
Do
Hey.
you hear me fine like this?
Yes,
Yeah.
everyone can hear you.
Oh, excellent. I'm on a new headset, so I didn't know.
Oh, that sounds interesting. It sounds way better than the old one.
Well, the old one was a shitty one, so
Yeah.
yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. But now let's look at some high-quality cars instead.
Yeah, let's take a look at the Conan cars. It's the classic Conan.
Oh wow, that one is really, really light.
Yes, 600 kilos.
It's like nothing.
Compared to the other cars, it's very light.
A question to Martin there. Do lighter cars take more damage?
I don't think so. I don't think so. No, that's not in yet. But I don't know. What's affecting damage is the average reliability.
Oh, interesting.
So if that is higher, then they will take less damage.
I see. So, how different are the average reliabilities for these cars currently?
I haven't compared yet. I don't think they are on the trump cards either. I just read it in and let it run. So
Yeah. But anyway, this race was pretty awesome again.
Yeah, it
Even
was
though
again.
I lost like 4 places in the last 2 laps, some dudes from behind came up with like 70 tire ratings or 70 to 80 tire ratings, and I was down to 50 something, and they were like 4 seconds faster per lap. It's like no, step on the pedal.
Yeah,
And on
you
the
have-
final straight, I was overtaken by someone who was more than 100 meters behind me.
Damn it.
Oh, that's far.
Yeah. Yeah. This turned out to be even worse than I had anticipated.
Yeah, it's sad that it went so bad for you this round, this stint. Didn't went well.
But then again, my car is more of a high-speed car, and I think this is the slowest track of all, probably. Like overall.
the one with the most corners. So the ratio between straights
Yeah.
and corners is
Right.
the lowest. We have the last race will be track with straights and slow corners, basically.
Right, okay.
So that should
which-
be
which
favoring
I
the
should
ones which acceleration.
Exactly, which I have basically one of the best, so that should be pretty good. But my gearing might be a bit bad for that. My car is set up to never be slower than 60 kilometers an hour. So.
Oh,
that's probably a bit.
That's making a huge hit on the slow
Well,
speed
it
tracks.
did work. It did work for Green Hell, but then again, that's a different story, isn't it?
So you also benched your car for the Green Hell then?
Oh yeah, I did.
That's-
That's my second benchmark track. So did really well there. I ran on with an automation time. I ran, I think, a 10:05.
Oh wow. On these old cars, that's pretty fast.
I think so. Yes.
But let's take a look at the car from Conan.
Yeah, let's do that.
It's, I think, one of the lightest cars, but he's not far away from the Absolutist. He has 617 kilos. So that's not a big difference here. But he only has 90.2 horsepower.
Let's take a look at the suspension.
Yes, indeed.
Compared to the Absolutist car, what we can see.
Yeah, he is more hard. He's way harder than the Absolutist. Also a very, very high camber setting on both of them.
I don't see the suspension screen?
Oh, you don't. That's not good.
Me neither, but
Ah,
Okay,
yes.
now
Right.
yes.
That's my streaming thing bugging a bit. Sorry.
Right. Oh wow. Okay, these settings indeed are very different. You can see that this is probably based off of a a sports setting, and then ride height was
The right
up
it
to
is in the middle.
Considering
much.
the car is so light, I think the spring stiffness and damper stiffness is reasonably hard, and you can see that from the graph as well. There's it's like a 3/4 tuning, so to say. Like the bump of the body is 3/4 as much as the bump of the wheels.
Yeah.
So it's
And-
quite
yeah.
hard.
Yeah, it's quite hard. Yes. Also, you can see that it's not very tame, but behaves well. It's very linear in its steering behavior. So probably this one is tuned mainly for maximum curving speed, like maximum cornering speed. The closer you get to a neutral behavior, the faster usually you can be on the skid pad. So this one seems to be optimized for that while not going too extreme to the limit. Like it's not a sharp edge at the top where the D is, the D94, which means that even if he gets a bit more weight with the fuel and stuff, steering behavior will probably not change too extremely to fuck over the whole car setup. So I think this is a good choice overall.
And classic for Conan is -15 quality somewhere.
I think it's -15 everywhere. Let's take a look at the interior depth.
Yeah. Such
Oh.
a high quality from England, yeah.
Oh wow! But if you look at the gearing, that is
A bit unusual if we compare it.
Yes.
yeah. They are. There's a big gap though between the first and second gear in power on the road. Like it's
That
going
makes
from
a huge difference.
yeah, it's going from like 75 down to 50. So that's definitely having an impact on acceleration there.
And he has a narrow power band, so yeah, that's where he loses a lot of time, I guess.
Yep. Also, another thing I'm seeing here in the grip setup of the car, because of this gearing drop, you can see when he changes into second gear, he has plenty of grip again, and then once he gets up to power, he loses the grip again, and the wheels spin, and then he changes down to third, and you have all the grip again. So I think he took a bit higher wheel spin than maybe he wanted here. With the second gear getting into wheel spin territory once again. I remember setting up my car such that it was just on the edge where it didn't wheel spin in second gear. But yeah, that's a tough thing to do, I think.
Can you go to the gearbox tab so we
Of
can
course.
check the
values. It's
wheel spin? 22.4%. It's not huge.
So, just as a test, now we are on 23. If you up it to 30, down, I mean to 15 spacing. Now you see you don't spin the rear wheels anymore, right?
yeah, it doesn't spin anymore.
So this would be a better setup for faster tracks, while it would be a worse setup for slower tracks, of course. So it's entirely up to discussion there. What you need.
Yeah.
I fully agree with the current setup of the car. That's well done and stuff. But for faster tracks, you definitely don't want to have this big gap in power delivery.
Also, we have Genjev joining in a few seconds for a small
awesome.
interview.
Then I
About
think I will be leaving you guys once he appears. And
Thanks to be here.
thank you for running the race. And looking forward to the next round. I hope I'm doing slightly better on the airfield track. I don't expect any wonders out of my car because the airfield track definitely is curving a lot as well.
Yes, that's a car really favoring favoring gripping cars.
Yes.
For sure.
High cornering speeds.
Yes.
Anyway, so best of luck to you all for next race. I'm looking forward to that and talk to you then, hopefully. Bye bye.
Okay, see ya.
Bye, thank you for being
Bye.
here.
So yeah, and there is Genjeff joining already. And hello there.
Hello, how's it going?
Hi.
Hi.
Fine. How are you?
Pretty good. Kind of amazed.
Yes, you won the race. It's a fantastic performance from you.
It's surprising because the last race thing that I took part in, my car was second to last. The one before that was last. I was just happy to be qualifying in the mid-pack, and suddenly I get first, so...
Yeah, and suddenly you are first and you won the race. That's a very nice performance.
Mm-hmm.
Zeb's driver might be in a little bit of trouble, because if it wasn't for that crash, he probably would have won.
Ha.
Probably.
Hehe.
So
His top speed was faster than mine.
I have your
There
car.
was a lot of laps close together. Your cars and... Oh, we have the car.
And
Good.
we have your car loaded in. That's an interesting design. It's different from the others, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. It is more of a road car. That's what I made. I usually put big grills and just then limit the amount of airflow over the grill. So
Alright, a triangular design here in the front. So, but let's talk about the stats. That is more important here.
Ooh.
yeah, I set it up real aggressive.
Yeah.
Yeah. A very positive front camber and a highly negative rear camber.
Positive front camber.
Yes.
That's
Unusual.
where the understeering tendency comes from.
Yeah.
Yep, and that's
Yeah.
also why I had like no tires left over, probably.
In the rear at least, yeah. In the front, it's okay. In the front, the tires were because it's understeering.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe a bit better balance would be better for tire wear overall.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time in here because I was trying to get the cornering performance to be better at speed, and it apparently paid off.
Oh.
But it's still not particularly brilliant cornering.
How much cornering G we have?
Let's take a look
It's
at
not
the
great.
detail stats, track stats. It's 1.07 on the low speed and
Ah, yeah. This. Ah, yeah. I remember. This was
1.01 on the high
the
speed.
the smaller the. Yeah, I remember. During the top 8 Trump cards, I've noticed this one have these smaller G cornering capability. My English is going down the sink. I'm sorry.
It's broken. But I'm
Okay,
just
back to
I'm just comparing it with the Killop Trump card, and
Mm-hmm.
his cornering is quite similar. He has 1.07, 1.02.
Ah, okay.
So there's not a big difference for your car here.
No. I was amazed when I was watching. When I first came in, I kind of just went. I wasn't expecting getting anywhere. I joined in the race halfway through the one that I won, thinking, I'll watch just to see how it turns out. And I looked in there. I saw us fighting with Killrob and winning. It was like, this never happens.
Yeah, and let's take a look at your gearing settings, and
Wow.
that's a very high wheel spin rating here. 44.4.
I tried, and I just couldn't get it down below 40. Eventually, I figured I'd be spending more time at speed, so most of the wheel spin will be at the lower ranges,
Yes.
basically right at the start. So I geared it so I'd have more wheel spin at that area, and much less as the speed increased. Because above 50 kilometers an hour, there's like no wheel spin anymore.
Yeah, it's very, very
Yeah.
close to nothing. Maybe just a small
I figured
squeal from them.
I figured I wouldn't be spending much time under 50, so
Yeah, yeah.
and it worked out.
On this track it worked. We'll see how it will
The other
work
one's
on
not so
the.
much.
We'll see how it works on the Top Gear test track.
It's
On
probably
the,
not
on
gonna
the
work
on the
very well.
airfield. Sorry.
At least this car has a little bit of safety compared to the
Yes,
other. Take a
the
look at
safety
that.
is very high here. 17.2.
See, like
Yeah.
even all the contests, I've always had one of the safest cars because I used the advanced 40s and it just kicked the quality down. Also, I needed to use the advanced 40s because my car was underweight in terms of horsepower. So I actually had to find weight.
So then let's take a look at the engine. And yeah,
Ooh, straight 6.
yes, finally a straight 6 here. A 1.6
Hey,
liter.
Mine is straight 6 as well.
Yeah, but it's
True.
it's like everyone has V8, and just two i6s. Something.
Their engines are the i6 is smooth, so you can gain some drivability with a smooth running engine. I've noticed.
Very true. That's an interesting way to go
Wow,
with the smoothness.
nice stroke. You have a...
Yes, we have a stroker here.
Mm.
Probably very high quality pistons. Yes, true.
Damn it, +9, it's a lot.
But he chose a smaller stroke here in the variant.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
True.
I had to. The original engine I made had 168 horsepower, which kind of broke the limit.
Yeah.
So in order to bring that down, I used the stroke to lower the capacity of the engine to bring the horsepower rate down. I tried using a smaller engine, but because of the loss of weight, I actually lost cornering because there's no weight in the front end. So I kept the block and just lowered the capacity by other means.
Oh. Maybe, I don't know, but maybe also reducing the cam settings will help to have a more smooth power band without losing any weight. Well, a bit of... No, without losing any weight.
We have a 39
Wow.
cam setting.
Yes, quite low indeed.
Compared to the other car with a 9,000 RPMs limiter
Yeah.
and a very high cam. That's a complete opposite here.
I've got a very low RPM engine compared to a lot of other people.
Yeah, true.
It's in fact true.
How much the car weight? We'll take a look. Oh no,
that was a 700.
700
car.
I think, something, yeah.
Yes. It weighed
Yeah, 710 kilos, okay.
710.
Yeah.
Also, the economy is pretty low compared to others. That's
Thanks to
mostly
low
due to
cam
the
setting.
i6 and the low cam setting, yes.
Mm. And the reliability also
A
was...
very
How?
high one.
No, but the engine, I was curious because...
31.6, wow.
Okay,
That's
good.
compared to the whole field, a very high reliability here.
Mhm.
And considering how far I'm pushing it with the RPMs as it is, this engine size at this year isn't very reliable at high RPMs.
Also considering you have high stroke
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and double overhead cam with 5 valves that also reduce a little bit reliability. So yeah, it was interesting.
Interesting choice of design.
Mhm.
That's for sure.
I
Okay.
actually went to go for a 2-liter at first, but I couldn't fit that in the engine compartment.
Yeah, the small body has not a big bay, so you're getting limited here very quickly, as you can see here.
It barely fits as it is.
Mm-mm.
It's a tight fit, as we can see. Almost touching the radiator. But yeah, gorgeous car. I like it.
It's nice and blue. I like blue. So
A flashy blue reminds me the VAG car. There was the
course, I own a
Golf
green
4
car
that.
now.
Oh. Okay, well.
But
yeah.
yeah,
So that was a very nice surprise when I came in here and started watching that race. I never expected to come in first in anything.
that is for sure. That was a big surprise, I think, for you here to come in first. It's not something that you will all usually have with these people which are running the races.
I do I do very good on that reverse start because I did fairly well compared to the first start with the first race and the second start with the first race. But I wasn't expecting to actually win anything, and now this car did. And
Yeah, you came above Martin. You came above everyone who usually is one of the fastest here.
yeah, their cars are much better and faster than mine. So but the traffic, because of the way the traffic is, they just couldn't break out, and I was able to break out and had nothing in front of me for a long time.
And this, I think, is one of the most interesting things of this formula of racing. having the reverse grid, it's always an incognita.
Yes. So,
And this new system is fantastic. I'd like to thank you for making the new system, because it actually, instead of just being predictable and one car's going to win, pretty much guaranteed, now anything can happen.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's much nicer.
that indeed is true, because it's dynamic, highly dynamic now, compared to the old version where it was like, yeah, like I said, it was static. It was like everyone had the same track time, won.
Mhm.
There's no real adrenaline rush of going, oh my god, my car's winning. It's like, yep, that car wins.
Yeah. Yeah.
So let's
But-
take a look at the next track, which is going to be this track here.
Damn
No.
it!
It's
Oh, God.
airfield track.
Oh, it's true, but I wanted to. I was having.
You want the green hell so bad, right?
Yes, it's German. So this
Sure,
was my
sure.
mistake, because I had the wrong file and folder open. I'm having too much to do. So where do I have the airfield track then?
Basically, it's the airfield track with a virtual crossover in the middle, not an intersection, but with a tunnel.
Car will crash
So-
one.
No, they won't crash.
After those figure 8 races where everyone's crashing into each other at the center.
No,
That actually should happen, that people crash in the middle of the track.
it would be funny, but no, that's not simulated.
It would be kinda a mess in the end.
The automation
made
demolition track. The demolition derby.
Yes, pretty much. People would hate each other. You crashed into my car, I will shoot you.
Get all these flame wars in the forums.
So
They'll
here
probably-
we have the airfield track.
Yeah.
That's the correct one, not the...
Diesel, the Wankel, Detroit, Petrolhead, Drive-Through, Deathmatch, Greenlight, and Release.
And there will be that will be interesting, because I can see a proper straight here.
Yeah,
Yes. Well, between Petrolhead and Drive-Through, there is a little bit of straight, just a little bit, like between Detroit and Petrolhead also.
That release is really going to separate the cars that can handle from the cars that can't.
True.
And Petrolhead will as well.
Maybe we
If
will
your car
see
can't
some.
handle those two places, will destroy you.
Maybe we will see some car on two wheels on the release corner.
Mm.
Probably some
Maybe.
that go off.
Yeah, something that will go off and crash into the car park there.
Hmm.
And
Wipe
crash
out the cameraman.
Or maybe a marshal will be flattened here.
It will be curious, this race.
Yeah, that will be the interesting. Most of the interest, one of the most interesting race compared to this one and to the Green Hell. Because this one is one that depends on the car really hard on the grip.
Ooh, I'm wondering how the tire will be at the end of this race.
Everyone out 05.
I don't
Probably.
think it will be.
What tires?
I don't think it will be harder than Brands Hatch. It has
Ah,
a bit more
okay.
straights, so. And drive-through and deathmatch are not that challenging because the cars are so slow, they won't get up to speed there
Hmm.
to be at the limits, I guess.
Yeah, to be at the high speed limit.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
the high speed limit, it is very high. Like your car, Genja, is at 179. It reaches the 1.01 G.
Hmm.
I think it won't reach the speed here on the track anywhere.
I'm pretty sure it won't even break 160.
Yeah, I think
'Cause
it will happen, because on Brands Hatch people were doing 160.
I don't remember what the top speed in my tests were, and also I do it in miles per hour, not kilometers per hour, so I don't know the math to convert.
I just took a look at the training, which is currently running on my PC, and the top speed is at 161. So
Ooh, so it did break.
Okay.
Barely.
Almost.
exactly 100 miles an hour. Yes.
So
That's
people
not
are
bad.
running on the limits here. But
Yeah.
But yes, that was the second race here today.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Interesting.
I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, I hope the other races will bring some surprises as well.
Oh yes, they
Yeah.
will bring surprises a lot.
For sure.
Thank you, Jet. Thanks for joining the
Yep.
small interview
Yeah.
here.
No problem.
Thank you to be here.
Thank you. Thank you for having me come in.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Hope we can hear you next time.
No, I don't know if I'll get first again, but I'll be able to watch.
We never know.
Too.
No,
We
you
will never know.
You never do know.
Mhm.
Okay,
Thanks again, and see ya.
thanks a lot.
Thank
See
you.
ya.
Bye.
Bye.
And thank you everyone for joining this evening. I hope you enjoyed this stream a lot. Also, thank you, Martin, for joining today. I hope to see you next time too.
Yeah, we'll see. It was a lot of fun for me as well.
And thanks again for the great work you're doing for this
Yes.
incredible and exciting, because it is exciting, championship.
Thank you very much.
And well, thanks to everybody, and we will see soon. I hope with more, with a little bit more time. How can I say? Damn it! This
Time.
time you,
Time on the hands before the race.
yeah, before a
Yeah.
little bit more announce time delay
Yeah,
Yeah.
thing.
of course.
My
Announcement thing.
English is not the thing. I'm sorry. It was flushed away. Okay. Thanks everybody again for following us in this race, and see you next time. Good night, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Thank you and goodbye.
Goodbye then.
Goodbye.